What's up guys, welcome to another video. Today it's time to make some review of this little tiny drone, the new DJI Mini 2. And it will be really honest review because it's about 1 month after I've bought it, and yeah, I think there are lots of advantages, but there are also some disadvantages. So we will talk about this today. And one important thing, I will not talk about every advantages like the specification or something, because there's lots of this on YouTube already, and I don't want to copy that. I just want to say about disadvantages that I really like, and I can show you that they are really good and useful. And one more thing before we will start it, just remember to click the subscribe button with the notification to be sure that you will not miss any other videos, the next videos which are coming soon. So I will really appreciate that. Click the subscribe button and let's start the video. Alright, before I will talk about the main features, just to let you know, in Fly More combo pack you can get this small protector for your propellers, and it's really useful because when you're traveling or just taking the drone into your backpack or something, it's safe, and there's no problem, you will not damage your propellers, and it's just easy out, easy in, yeah. So let's start with the main first feature, and the first one is that 4K camera, which we already expected in that product, but you know, it's really good because it's the same bitrate like in Air 1, so 100 megabits per second and maximum 30 frames per second. And also just I will show you the results, because for me they are really impressive, because it's a super tiny drone like the flying smartphone, and yeah, the results are really good. You can see here, and I really like that. The colors are also really nice, and in summary that's the good feature of it and the main feature. So let's go to the second one, and the second thing is the range. We've got here, like you know probably, the Ocusync, and it's working pretty well. I've made the test on that channel, you can see how it's going outside the city, but I will tell you now the results, because I think you're interested in that. So in the city we can fly something around from 300 meters to 700 meters. Of course it can be a little less or a little more, depends from the situation and from the interference. And outside of the city, when we don't have interference, and I was testing it without any obstacles between remote controller and the drone, and I had the result about 3.5 kilometers. You can see here, and only one reason that I wasn't going farther, that was the battery and the wind, because it was pretty strong wind when I was going back. So I've landed at about 14% of the battery, so yeah, a little lucky. But you know, it was the 70% of the battery when I started going back, so the wind was pretty strong, and yeah, but I think that result, it's enough for the normal user. It's I know that we can fly far without the windy conditions, but just in case, you know, that's the good result, and it will be enough for the normal user, and it's really fine. And also important is that we're usually flying without any lags, like flying on the Wi-Fi, like on the Mini 1 or Air 1, yeah. So for me it's really cool, and I really like that, and the big advantage for the Mini 2. So yeah, let's go to the next thing. And the next thing is the battery. The battery we can fly on one battery. I've tested it also on the channel, you can see, but I can tell you now the result is about 25 minutes on one battery. So I think that's good and that's enough for flying when you have 3 batteries, like in combo, Fly More combo pack. So 3 batteries and you've got more than 1 hour of flying. So I think that's good, that's enough, and yeah, and that's it. Let's go to the next thing. And the next thing, guys, it's really important, I think. That's the huge advantage of that, because it's much better on the wind than Mini 1. We've got here also 10 kilometers per hour more in maximum speed on sports mode. So we've got maximum 57 kilometers per hour, and that's cool because now the Mini 2 can handle really strong winds. You can see the test, it will show again on that channel. So I've tested it out with the wind about 50 kilometers per hour and more in gusts. So it was the really windy day. I've tested it out, and Mini 2 can handle the winds like this. Of course, it will be not flying super fast, but it can handle, and it will not fly away like the Mini 1 for some people, yeah? So probably you've heard about that. It's not super cool. So I think in that drone you will not have the problem like this, yeah? So big advantage of it, and let's go to the next thing. And the next advantage is that we can use 2 times zoom in 4K recording. It's useful, it's really useful, because when we don't have here the sensors of the safety. So if we want to record something that is closer, we don't need to, you know, fly really close, and then maybe sometimes happen, you know. So we can just use this zoom. 2 times zoom, it's enough, I think, for the recording, and the quality is still good. You can see here, and for me it's useful for some shots, yeah, that we are close to the building or something like that. Yeah, and probably you will also enjoy it, I think. So that's the next advantage. And yeah, let's go to the next thing. The controller. I really love that controller. It's my favorite one, because I had also the Air 2 and I know it. So but for that small drone, maybe it's the size, it's not comparing so good, but here the precision of the flight, so that of the steering, about the sticks, it's much better than in Mini 1. It's better in your hands to handle it, and you don't need to charge it as often as in Mini 1. So the battery is also better, and yeah, so I really like that controller. Alright, and that's it about the advantages. Now it's time to talk about the disadvantages. There's not lots of them, but they are. So I will start from the first, for me, important thing. That's the lack of design-like mode, so the flat color profile. And for example, in Air 1 we've got it, yeah. For me it's important to color grade the footage like I want. Not color correct, color grade. I really like that thing, and for me it's important. Here we don't have it, but it's possible that DJI in the next update maybe will update also that feature, and I really hope about that. But for now we don't have it, and that's the disadvantage for me. And also the next thing, in case that we're comparing a little it to Air 1, is that we have here the panoramas mode. It's cool, of course, but we don't have the vertical panorama, and for me it's also a disadvantage, because I really like this vertical mode, because when you're uploading the photo on the Instagram or the Facebook, it's better that it will be vertical. Maybe especially on Instagram, yeah? On the story, or yeah, in the post also it's better when it's vertical, and I really like that mode. And also photos, you can see here from R2, they're looking really cool. So for me it's not good that there's no vertical panorama mode. And yeah, the last thing, guys, is that we don't have the sensors, yeah, the safety sensors. So we don't have also the follow mode, the active track, like in R1 again, yeah. Just in that price, I think we can handle the sensors and the active track. It will be much better than this quick shots that we have without any sensors. And I've seen lots of videos done, somebody's crashing the drone on the quick shot because he don't know how it's going on, yeah. So I think in that price it should be there, but there's no sensors, so disadvantage for me. And that's it for today, guys. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Remember to click the subscribe button below with the notification to don't miss any other videos. Check out my channel to be sure that it's worth it. And also remember to give the big thumbs up, and also some comment below. Maybe you've got some questions about the Mini 2 or other filmmaking stuff, so just leave the comment below, and I hope we will see in the next video, yeah. So once again, thanks for watching, and see you next time.